Hello everyone and welcome back to Twin Peaks. We are going to continue working on the islands and hopefully, fingers crossed, making lots of money in order to use it to then go and do more stuff with. So I think what we need to focus on in this episode is probably improving the fuel situation down here. So we've got a fair few ships on this, don't we? We've got two ships going backwards and forwards. The only problem is they're not filling up here and here, are they? Because they need... So we need a total of 4 crude oils feeding into this. So 1, 2, maybe 3. I mean, we've got 2 here. The problem is we've got all this crude over here that wants to come over, and it's not really helping matters. It is making us a lot of money, but equally it means that these guys miss out. We could always rejig it in time, try and do something here so that we can widen the harbour area and then have a second exit, a second cargo area. Right, okay. So what are we gonna do? We've got practically 5 here. The problem is, until we have gone, this isn't going to ship more. And it's completely pointless to us. Ah, we've got a crude oil down here as well. Well, you know what? Let's remove this section of the line because it doesn't really serve us. So they're just going to fill up down here, drop off over here. That's their lot in life. And even if we don't make as much money, that's fine. So we've got 2 here. What are we going to do about bringing it down here as well? Unless we had 2 lines, so one that literally just picks up here, drops off, picks up, drops off, picks up, drops off, picks up, drops off. Because at the moment we've got picks up and drops off, then it drops off what it picks up, and then it picks up some more and drops off. So picking up and dropping off the oil, picking up the oil, picking up oil, crude oil, isn't it? And they're trying to fill up. So what do they do here? They drop off. I don't think we'll need more than one on this one. so we'll need it to drop off there. Because we have this other line. It's literally just going backwards and forwards here. And that's fine. So there's going to be more for this to do. And let me just double check my maths. So here they fill up, and then they drop off, and then they fill up on oil. They come down here where they drop off the oil that they've gotten and they pick up crude oil. Then they make their way back up here where they drop off crude oil. Then they pick up crude oil from here, drop it off. And that should be enough then, because so this will maximum do 400. Is that correct? Or does it only need 2? Does this only need 2? Or does it need 4? I thought it needed 4. Does it need 4 or does it need 2? If it goes to level 2, it will do 400 oil, so it will need 800 crude oil, and it will get 400 from 1. So maybe it only needs 2. Oh, I don't know. That's confused me now. Well, let's see how that goes anyway. It should still make a fair amount of money because it's going across the entire map, or length, this way. I had to stop myself for a second because that's not lengthways. Lengthways would be going this way. It would be widthways, I guess. Right, so these guys are now just filling in. So we sell any extra that we have, because we don't need too many of them. I mean, in theory, we could just do it backwards and forwards here, but then they'll never be filling up and coming back. That's the only problem with that. Unless we didn't use these corridors. We maybe ship them off somewhere else. I didn't realise that we had 2 here that we could use. Okay. Well, for the time being, we'll just keep it at that. Because what we could do is it picks up, it drops off, and it picks up, drops off, picks up, drops off, picks up, drops off. And then it won't be empty most of the time. But then it would be very much a case of it'll be a long, it's still quite a long route as it is. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think we need this route. Going backwards and forwards here. I may be wrong. The annoying thing is this line makes us a lot of money at the moment. So if we just pause it for a second, do it so that doesn't pick up. So it doesn't pick up there, comes down here, picks up crude oil. drops off. And it doesn't need to come back down this way. So it'd just be picking up here, coming down, dropping off their oil. Yeah, that may work better. So let's just make sure this is all set up correctly. So you're picking up crude oil, you're dropping off crude oil, picking up oil. Then you're coming down, you're dropping off oil. That's all you're doing. And then you're going here first, picking up crude oil, coming back, dropping off crude oil, and making the small journey here empty to pick up more crude oil. Yeah, I prefer that route. So if we take these off of here and make it so that this crude oil line, well, if it's got nothing on it, then it won't be doing anything. That's fine. So I'm not too sure what will happen with this crude oil. Oh, I guess it'll just disappear. Okay. Sure. Whatever. Because long term, what I think I'd like to do is set up a bit of a cargo harbour here, and then have trains run it through. So we could do a short route here, backwards and forwards, to pick up crude oil and drop it off. That shouldn't be bad. It's just a case of what we do with the trains, because there isn't much wiggle room on the sort of where we can place them front. In fact, let's check the emissions. So we want to have a train on this side, not on this side. Down here, not over here. Okay, this is alright for a train. Have a train around here somewhere. This is going to be tricky. We've got to put it on this side. Oh, great. Okay, we're going to have to bring it round up here, I think, the train route. This is pretty alright for a train route. This will be a tricky one. And this is alright. So, yeah, some interesting... So basically, when we're looking at the emissions, we want to keep them away from these darker buildings. The darker buildings are the residential buildings where you don't want emissions. So basically where we've placed the things that are going to be a bit of a magnet for the emissions is not where we want them. So that's fun. I don't know what we could do as a route. I guess we could have maybe one over here and it come over a bridge maybe? It may not get up in time, that's the only problem. What does the topology look like? Oh, there's a bit of a hill here. So we could do it going that way. Through. Or we could do a tunnel underneath. It's quite a long tunnel. It's a very long tunnel, to be honest with you. I don't know. Let's focus on setting up some more money makers. So how are the lines doing? Oh, you can set a filter. So anything that's negative or anything that's positive. So you know these are the ones to look out for. I mean, you can sell empty mooring busing. There's no problem with that. If the demand's not there for these ones, as they used to be, and just and I think where the capacity is a lot higher in these vehicles, this guy drop off? And then I think I'll so let's just speed him. Oh, I don't know. He's picking up a couple of people. He's made a bit of money. I don't think we'll necessarily make a load of money from those routes. It's not really their purpose, it's just there to grow the cities, get some extra public transport going. Route-wise, for the well, if we do put in trains, down here is going to be a bit of a sticky wicket. It's going to be a bit tricky. And there's already quite a few things going backwards and forwards down here when it comes to lines. So I don't know what we do. I mean, we could do something like it comes in here, goes down to Delhi, continues round, because ultimately we want to avoid the residential areas. So out here should be pretty good. It's probably going to grow out this area, but we'll worry about that when that happens. For Delhi, that is. So if we did a train line coming in, and then a train line going up this way, and train station here wouldn't be too bad. Going out this way, coming in over here. Now we just got new buses as well. But then, what do we do about over here? So that's all well and good, putting in a train line there, but obviously we'll need to plan something for over here. It may be that it needs to split out. I don't know whether we could do maybe a line through here. It seems a bit of a shame with the fields. We could probably do a line this way and then a line up here as well. So then we do it's tricky because normally I just do sort of circular routes, and if it wasn't such difficulty with the sort of land that we have, I probably could do a pretty, decent circular route here. This gap's going to be a bit of an issue, but other than that, circular route wouldn't be too unachievable. But I don't really want to just put one in for the sake of putting in a circular route. We've sort of removed our loan, so this would be the time to start thinking about it. I don't know whether we'll be able to get one in this episode, just because, well, it's a big investment for rail. It costs a lot. You need to get your rolling stock, so all your trains, and then on top of that, you've got to run them, and they need to make money. So it's a bit of a gamble, and I'd much rather try and focus on boats. Why is this guy going down here with crude? What is the line? The line's not broken, is it? So here, you're picking up crude oil. Here, you're dropping it off, picking up oil. Down here, just dropping off crude oil you picked up beforehand. Then over here, you pick up crude oil. first one going down here. Does it need to turn around? Oh, it's darker. Yeah, it needs to drop off the crude oil. It must have just got stuck at some point. Okay. I mean, I'm very tempted to do a train line, but right now, I don't think that's the way to go. Unfortunately, I mean, I could start setting up food lines. This is only getting 20% of its needs. But then again, it's all coming from there, isn't it? Consumers wise, they do quite well. I'd say maybe supplies aren't getting there. Supplies from down here are not getting there. So we need to improve. So first off, let's make sure that we've got a decent truck on here. It needs to be able to take all cargo because it needs to be able to both pick up wheat and food. What do we currently have on here? The Gaz MM. So that was just the one a little bit further back. It's the Gaz MM flatbed truck. Went 37 and had a capacity of 8. This has a capacity of 13. So upgrading that on its own should do a little bit to get some more capacity on that line. The city's building out this way already, which is a bit of a shame. So Delhi has 20% of its need. So it's all suppliers. You're getting your food to where you need to go. It's the suppliers that aren't getting stuff here. Let's upgrade these trucks as well. So they go up here and come back. And we've also got the food for Nagoya, which is also the one that the stone uses, isn't it? And which vehicles do we have on here? These look like opals. Ah, so they're even older. So if we upgrade them so that they're got a bit more capacity, we should do well. This line has a lot of capacity, or a lot of demand even. Changsha and Medan. Why don't I upgrade? If I upgrade the vehicles that I've got going between the different areas, hopefully that'll help things out a bit. So So, oh wow, we've still got some oldie trucks. So if we upgrade them all to nice new buses, number one, they should go faster, and number two, they'll have more capacity. So that will be good. Oh, we've got one vehicle that's not very good. Very bad. Very bad vehicle. Ah, this is the one that delivers to Dhaka, isn't it? Is this that line? If they're just waiting around, we don't need vehicles to be waiting around. So let's just take a look at this. This line does rate of 30. So what do they currently have? Gas engines. So they're 37 mile an hour trucks. I have capacity 10. That's not bad. Then because we'll do side stacks stuff that can fit side stacks. Continue. So that route literally just goes, picks up bricks and drops them off. I mean, we could upgrade it, but it's not that much of an improvement, if I'm honest, between these two. I think the darker one would benefit from being upgraded from the opals that go to E5 Benton, especially where they're going such a long route. Upgrade them so that they can go faster. That may be a benefit for them. I didn't realise that these roads were not medium country roads, or at least medium streets. Oh. Why is it going to cost so much? I don't want to do it there, I just want to do this bit. Thank you. That's the slow bit. Are these not medium country roads? Oof. I don't think it's necessary to upgrade them. I mean, we're still hitting the limit of 37, so that should be fine. It's just in time we may need to upgrade them. So we just invested in a lot of trucks and things, so we've not got a lot of money. Let's try and keep on top of things. Okay, this is going to bring in a whole load of oil. That's good. I hope it all goes to the fuel, but I have a bad feeling it will go to, some will go to, yep, here we go, some's going to the plastic. Okay. So do we have any goods factories around here? I don't think we do. Wow, we just got a whole load of stuff. It's 1950. Maybe we should slow things down a little bit. Because it's going very fast and I can't keep up. Ah, we've got a goods factory here. And actually Changsha needs goods. So that could be an interesting one. Medan needs goods. Kawasaki needs goods. So that would be an interesting line to do. We've got a steel mill here. And we've got coal there. So we could do something backwards and forwards. Just dropping off ore. Can we use that for that? No, we can't. I'll just plop this here. So that'll be picking up coal. And then we've got one, we'll need one for... Oh, we've got another plastic one here. Wow, we've got so many plastic places. There's another one here. Blimey. We really do have a lot of plastic. Places for plastic. So we did one here. I could do a drop-off point on the main street, but I'm not going to. I'm going to do a little road off from it. Where it will at least keep the traffic off the main route. And one just from there to there. So this will literally just be for this line. They'll be picking up coal and ore, dropping off. So there. They'll be filling up on coal, dropping off coal, filling up on ore. That'll be the first section of that route. We're also going to pick up from plastic. Does plastic and steel share a... Steel is side stakes. But I mean, there's nothing to say we couldn't just have one line that comes down here, picks up, drops off, picks up, drops off, and goes backwards and forwards. Do we do a route back this way? Maybe. Carry this route through. Keep it flat. Something like that. So this will be the coal and ore line. It's cargo. It's via the road. It is for coal and ore. And this is the line, the first of the lines that does that. Oh, why is it going through? There we go. doing it that way, but hey ho. Probably want a similar thing down here, where it's got a lot of space. Exit. Like so. And then up here we would need a delivery road. Let's do something like this, and then circle in there, come down there, something like that. We could even do a connection through, because that should really help things out there, get things going a little bit quicker. Right, so this is the delivery road. We want to put... Can we put something in behind there? No? Okay, that's worth a try. We could put it in this side, but I feel like maybe on here would probably be best. And how many cities do we have? 1, 2, 3 that would have a need for this. So we've got 2 going this direction, going that direction. Never mind. Figured maybe we could do a road up that went to this to then go through that way, because that would cut down a lot of time. Having to go back this way is going to make that a very tricky journey. Have I done the delivery points? I have not. So we'll do here. So we'll do number 1, filling up with plastic, dropping off over here. In fact, we don't want it to stop going. Do we want it to fill up? Tricky one. Let's see how it goes. And we want to pick up steel. And drop off. Drop off that steel. Like so. No, that's a bit annoying. It's just going up there and turning around. It's not going around the other way or something. That should be alright. So that should be the lines that are needed to do that. We could get a few more ships on this to help out. Why is it going there with crude oil? It shouldn't be picking up, it shouldn't be dropping off crude oil here. So you pick up the crude oil, you drop off the crude oil, and then you pick up the oil. Make your way down here, where you're dropping off the oil. And then when you pick up the crude oil, you drop off the crude oil. I don't understand why that's not working. Unless this just has... Is it just stuck or something? Oh, it's got crude oil in it. Don't know. Let's see how the boats do. It's annoying they're not more spread out. They're all around here. Never mind. It might be that that needs to drop off. I don't understand why that's not... I don't know. Let's just give it some time. So this is a cargo line. It's on the road. And it's going to do plastic and steel. Cool. Is it using my exit? No, it's not. Of course it's not. Why would it? Typical. Okay. So we need to buy some trucks for these lines. So we'll buy some of these for the coal and ore line. I don't know whether the green's the right colour for these lines. I don't know, like either grey or black or dark, a dark colour and orange for iron ore. Excuse me. But then, what would be a colour in between for those? So we got like grey, orange, maybe that colour. Just an in-betweeny colour. And then similarly, we've got like blue and pink for the plastic and the steel. So we've got pink and blue, maybe dark blue. Why not? Yeah. And then we need to get some trucks for that. So we'll just do, say, 2 trucks because it's not going to have too many to begin with. Plastic and steel. And then we need to do the lines from here to Changsha is going to be the easy one. Kawasaki is going to be another easy one. Relatively easy, I should say. Kawasaki. What covers the most area? Then again, this is on that main road through, isn't it? Yeah, let's do one there. And then Medan. Be over here for the goods, I think. So this will be nice and easy. One down to here. One. Put that one on number 1. Down to here. Oh, interesting. It's taken that route rather than going in there. Okay. And then one going over to here. So let's just get those. So it's cargo, it's going on the road, and it's taking goods. Let's copy that. So this one's for Changsha. Have I spelled that right? Yes. Cool. I was a little bit worried because it was said like Shanghai. I don't know, when I was hovering over here, I was a little bit like, huh? That's not what that city is. That's Changsha, not Shanghai. Kawasaki. Kawasaki. Yeah. Cool. And then this one would be Medan. Medan. There we go. Those lines are all set up. We need to put a few trucks on. I think one truck on each. Like, we don't need more than that at this point, especially. And let that start to work its way through. Medan. I think Medan one might need a few more, but that's just because of the distance they've got to travel. So we'll wait and see as to how they do. Right, well, we've set up goods. It's all coming along. Right, okay. What colour should we do these lines? Goods is like a brownie colour. Brown? Brownie colour, maybe brown? Yeah, that'll do. Nice. Now we just need to make sure that they're filling up on goods and dropping off goods. Maybe for the Medan line they could fill up on stone or something and bring it back, considering we've got the factory just here. But then again, how much stone will it need? So that's all of those set up. Well, we do have a stone pit, right? Well, a stone pit, a quarry just there, and it's literally a stone's throw away from where it's got to drop off. I quite like that idea, actually. Yeah, why not? Make some more use out of that route, that line. We'll just pop this in here. Do a small country road. There we go. It's even on the right side to then come down and pick up. Ah, it's perfect. So it will pick up stone. It doesn't have to fill up. It'll just, you know, take whatever is there. And then it'll come down and drop off here, I think. The stone. And then that gives us some extra stone coming in for here. That's good. Actually, that's going to be really good once we get this bridge in, which I don't know when that will happen, but once we do have that in, it will then mean that it's on the correct side to come back down. So the Medan line, yeah, literally like does a little cute little crossing over itself all the time, but hey ho. Really need to see some of these trucks. If they're lining up like this, it's not good. That's the darker line, isn't it? So keep one so that when the next darker line comes through. It's coming along though, it's going up to level 2 now, this factory. Isn't that picturesque? Let's grab a screenshot. Cool. Oh, we've got this so close to being ready. It's not quite. How much is that going to cost to bridge? Oh, it's so much. 11 million. Oh, it's less if we do one of these. Or we could go for a San Francisco bridge. That could do quite well. San Francisco bridge is just under 10 mil. I quite like the idea of that. Maybe if we delete that section. Can this be upgraded to medium road? No. That's a bit too close. That can. Then we've got a medium route all the way through to Changsha. I probably am butchering the pronunciation. I'm not that great at these things, so I'm very sorry if I am. When you live in Changsha, or however you say it, I'm sorry. You know, I don't mean to be a complete and utter imbecile. So I do apologise on behalf of my bad pronunciations. So how's things going down here? We've got nothing. This is going back. Oh, we got a whole load of crude oil coming up. That's good. Yeah. Everything's got crude oil, so we should be getting a whole load of oil, come through the next shipments. How much is this line costing us? It's probably quite a bit because we haven't really had much of a payday come through yet. And that's emptying, isn't it? Yeah. I don't understand why it wasn't before. So now they're queuing up, so if we... Ooh, I don't know what just happened there. It looks like... Number 2... Number 5 goes on number 2? Does that make sense? I don't even know. I really don't want them to be not spread out. Like them just going backwards and forwards. Let's stop that guy. Stop that guy! See, he's going down to... Ah, okay, he's just going there. That's alright. You carry on. You keep going. Keep doing what you have to do. We do have a few pieces of ore and stuff go through. Wow, look at all that steel! Okay. Colour them the right colour and then get a few more trucks on there. Wow. We almost have enough for the suspension bridge. Or, sorry, the San Francisco bridge, I should say. Is it San Francisco bridge? Is that that one? I'm pretty sure that's what that's called. But I'm having a bit of a brain fart. I'm just thinking, is that the right one? Is that correct? Oh, that doesn't look very San Francisco-y. Why is it done that? It's better, but it's not quite. It should be, should it? let's keep it up flat. So if we start that off there, there we go, 9.6 million. That definitely looks more impressive, doesn't it? For such a large bay as well, it will look good. We just got to wait for that little bit of money to come in that we need. Got a number of trucks going backwards and forwards. These guys must be making lots of money. Yep. I mean, the only thing that we can do to make sure that they're actually making enough, or picking up enough stuff, is to, and spread out the line as well, is to do this, because hopefully then it'll spread things out a bit. As certain things wait. I'll tell you what though, this bridge is going to change a huge amount, because so many things are going down this way and coming through here. Once this goes in, we can almost do it actually. I could get a loan and put the bridge in, but I'd rather just, you know, save it up and get it. That's a lot of steel trucks. Going down to get nothing, unfortunately. Yep. See, these guys are not spread out. And as they're pretty much empty, we might as well just spread them out a bit more. In fact, will it even? Wow, 400. Yeah, that's got enough to fill up. Next thing. Darker North. Why is it going to Darker North? What are you doing? You go to Darker North. Why are you going to Darker North? No, that's not what I want. Oh, fudge. Whatever. Not much we could do about it at this point. That's annoying. I just want it to spread out so that it's not all bunched up on the line. The vehicles aren't all bunched up, but there's not much we can do about that, unfortunately. We're making a lot of money, which is good. I can't wait to get this bridge in. It's going to be really big. Oh, I think we might already have that. How far down does it go? Yeah, that should be alright. I'm quite happy with that. Right, so we need to... Ah, boom! It is in! It is done! How many lines go that way? So many. But that's good, because it reduces traffic on this route and traffic going through that doesn't need to. That's pretty cool. We'll call it the Hong Kong Bridge, because right next to Hong Kong. Hong Kong Bay. Ah, if anyone's watching from San Francisco, I'm sorry. Your bridge is no longer the San Francisco Bridge, it is the Hong Kong Bay Bridge. It's a bit annoying, I can't get the camera right where I want it so I can get the thing in the background, but hey ho. That's looking good. I'm happy with that. And it should be really good for boats going underneath it. It looks like it has super space underneath for large boats to go underneath. So now what does the Medan line do? Yeah, it literally just goes backwards and forwards here. Ah, super cool. Of course, all that traffic's coming through Hong Kong, which isn't amazing, but I don't know what we can do about that, really, unfortunately. I think having the bridge there is going to be a better aid for the city than the potential emissions that it may suffer from. We'll just have to wait and see, really. And we've already bounced back up to 1.2 million. We're doing really well. We could even, considering this goes all the way through as a larger road, maybe expand this road through. I don't think it would make much sense because over here we can't expand it, but as it is, it's alright. Ah, is some of these, is the darker line going through that way? Interesting. Would it be better to have the darker line come down here? I do not know. That's such a cool line. It goes literally in a massive circle around the entire island. It looks great. So we've got some steel saved up. We've got to wait until the oil comes down to get this plastic going. These guys shouldn't be waiting. Don't wait at these. Just go backwards and forwards. Do your thing. Stop on such a busy route may not be such a great thing anymore. Why has it changed certain roads? Never mind. Okay, well, that's doing pretty well. Just waiting for oil to come down for that. Over here, we've got the fuel line going backwards and forwards. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it's going. We've got the Hong Kong bridge in. It's no longer the San Francisco bridge. I'm very sorry, San Francisco. We could upgrade these roads through. So we allow them to go a bit faster, I think, doesn't it? 37 miles an hour through here. I don't know whether I'll be able to afford it. It's a lot of money. So we got 2 million there, 2 million there, 1.8, 900,000 there. Just pointing to upgrade those other roads. I don't think it's necessarily too pressing that we do that, but how are the traffic levels? Oh, they're actually a little bit poor here for some reason. Is it because now they have to wait at traffic lights? Is that the only reason? It's bad. It's a little bit weird. Oh wow. Got a fair amount of money. $2.1 million is what we need for there, and 2 million for there. So we got a food factory here, actually quite a lot of food, quite a lot of grain even. We could utilise. Food factory over here, grain over here. Maybe it could pick up food, take it to Nagoya, pick up grain, drop off grain, pick up grain, drop off grain. I don't know. I don't understand why it's got part crude oil, part oil. Alright, we've almost got enough to upgrade that. And we'll need to upgrade this one. Just the one road that's holding things up. I mean, it's a bit of a shame even, you know, we've kind of passed trains really. We can't, we're at 1950. They're steam trains and things won't be happening. It's a bit of a shame, really. It just passes by quicker than I thought it would. We've already got so much going on. It's kind of a... I don't know, it'd be nice to get a train line in, because I feel like there's so much... there's so many... Like, there's quite a lot of need here. From Shan to Dhaka and to Hong Kong. Nagoya. Even Medan. So we could do a train line that just goes round. Back and forth. That might be the easiest thing to do. Emissions wise, I don't know what we're going to do. A bit annoying that there's some residential just spawning up down there. Be a lot more helpful if they built over here rather than over here. But hey ho. Because, yeah, I think a line going backwards and forwards here would probably be quite beneficial. That being said, if we could do a train line that went in a circular route, that would be really good. It's just here and here that are the problems, really, I feel. That being said, over here we would have to try and put it over on this side, I think, to avoid the emissions, unless we did it further along or something like that. And then we've got all this, so it's not going to be very easy to put in a train line, but I really want to. But we've got enough money to upgrade this now. There we go. That one segment of road was waiting for us. It's now upgraded. It's pretty crazy that some of these... can we control the... Yeah, we don't want lines on some of these. So if we had a train station over here, and then a train station over here, we could probably tunnel under here somewhat, realistically. The tricky thing is we wouldn't just want the traffic for... Oh god, my words are muddling up. We wouldn't just want the public transport lines to go along it. We'd also want to take cargo along it. So I don't know. I mean, could we do something? It'd be interesting to have a few different lines going backwards and forwards. Maybe something like Hong Kong to Nagoya, down to Dhaka and over to Medan. Backwards and forwards here, and then maybe Changsha to Ankara, Kawasaki, Delhi to Nagoya, and then Nagoya acts as a bit of a hub almost. That could work. I'm still thinking about it. it's a tricky one to really know what to do. And I mean, if we had a train stop over here, then we could have passenger lines over to the other cities on the different different islands and what have you. Could even do one up here, which might work quite well actually. So yeah, if we did 2 lines, and then have a few different sections for sort of harbours and things. We could even do one down here, and over here. Tempting, very tempting. Although we would need a little bit more money than we've got at the moment. The problem is, when you're first building up a train line, you don't want to have a long period between when you're building it and when you've first got stuff on it, because that amount of dead time can effectively cripple you, because it's just so much more maintenance costs that you're not making anything off of. I feel like we should upgrade these. We must have better boats by now. The Viola, and these are the Vandals. So the Vandals, 16 mile an hour, 130, 19 mile an hour, 240. But it's going to cost us 7 million to do that. 7 million to upgrade them. Well, I feel like I would want to upgrade this one. So, ship 2. If we upgrade ship 2, and the reason I'm upgrading ship 2 is because it's on its way to pick up crude oil. It's not already got something in it. So, hopefully, by the time that gets there, it'll be able to fill up 240. Yeah, it's got 450 odd in there. And then come back full along the way. So this is ship 4. Because the problem with this is at the moment it's half empty, or almost half empty. So it's not making us that much money, but it's going a little bit faster. So it's like 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. We've got quite a lot going on in terms of what we need to do to sort of improve things. I'm thinking maybe a harbour here, maybe another harbour here, or maybe just have this all for sort of cargo, and then having a line that comes through here and goes along to Nagoya, maybe even over to Dhaka, because Dhaka's pretty big. And how many... Wow, everything's going to Medan from there. Medan and Dhaka. And even Hong Kong. Blimey. maybe having the circular line is the best way to go because there's so many things going that way from Changsha. What about Kawasaki? Dhaka, Hong Kong, Changsha, Medan. Yeah. I think we may need to do some sort of circular line. But what we do, I have no idea because right now, I mean, we really don't want to do an entire train line through Hong Kong. We'd rather avoid it, if anything, for the emissions and what have you. Unless we brought one down this way. I don't know. Maybe we could do 2 circular routes that are linked up somehow. Maybe 2 circular routes and then one route that goes from, say, Changsha to Dhaka, or the bigger cities. Maybe. Wow. Even Ankara wants to go to Dhaka, Medan, Hong Kong, before Changsha. What about for work? Same there. Blimey. I think we need to move things over this side for Changsha and the hub. I don't know what to do, whether we do 1 circular line or 2 circular lines, or I don't know. What does Delhi? Where does Delhi go? Dhaka. Everything's going to Dhaka. Bloody hell. Medan, Hong Kong, Changsha, Ankara. Everything wants to go to Dhaka. Where does Dhaka want to go? Changsha, Hong Kong, Kawasaki. Where does Nagoya want to go? Changsha, Hong Kong, Medan, Dhaka. Let's do it. Okay. Do we have enough money to upgrade? Yes, we do. There we go. Everything's upgraded on that line now. May need more boats, if anything. Who knows? Who knows? So passenger-wise, I think I'd rather do 1 and then have 2 pass-through rail lines, and then another passenger line on the other end. Do we want to make it 160? Would we want it to be smaller? If they're all doing pass-throughs, I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? But then, you know, what do we do with this road? It's kind of in the way here. We could do a road through to here and then down to here, and then that goes up, something like that. Yeah. Got a lot of steel here that needs to go. So this line needs to be getting a move on. It's doing it though. We've got goods ready to go. So that's good. Yeah, that's really good. This looks like hell. This needs to be like a roundabout or something. Can we make those maybe traffic lights? I feel like it needs it. Unfortunately. To upgrade this road, it may help. Just because there's quite a lot there. Everything wants to be to the left. Stuff going backwards and forwards here. It's good. We just need to try and economize a bit, I think. I mean, we're making lots of money, so it's all good. The most expensive line, darker to Medan. Oh, all of a sudden it's not. Goods to Kawasaki. I think that might just be because it's not had anything up till now for a while. Don't know. This is pretty bad for traffic, to be honest. But again, I don't know what I can do to improve it. We could upgrade like a segment of this. The only problem is we can't because we've got this here. Maybe if we continue this road down to like here or something. Alright, just for a minute, let's delete that stuff out. This is going to go straight down into there. We're going to do something like that. In fact, because there's a vehicle on the road. So if I plug that in there, first off, we need to have this be just dirt and this be just dirt. And then if we plug that in there, what are we going to do here? What are we going to do here? I feel like we need to know where a lot of this traffic's going. Let's go to an industrial building in Kawasaki. Let's go into an industrial building in Kawasaki. Okay, well, that's not necessarily a bad thing because we can use this road through here to then build a way through for those that need to go through that way. Ah, oh, that's annoying. If this wasn't too close. At least we've checked that now. There we go. We can get a refund on it. Don't think that's going to work. We could upgrade this road if we didn't have it so close to here, which I think is probably worth it if we have a large control over this. So we literally just put this in, but if we upgrade it, it's going to cost us the same amount that we just... Damn it. Aha. Why can we not keep it flat and go that way? Construction not possible, but why? I don't know what we can do. Move this maybe? Maybe completely rework what we've got going on over here. We've got money. We can afford to rejig things a little bit. So what we could do is maybe have a coastal route through here. Why is it still saying that construction is impossible? That's really annoying. Hold on, we don't. Like that. So if we then continue this through, cool, something like that. This is going to be quite a tricky one to get up here. Why is that not possible? It's just flat out not doing it. Not possible. Why? We're having so many troubles trying to get this to just do what we want it to do. Maybe if it's straight. Aha! Right. So we don't want you to go down quite so steep. In fact, just stay flat going out from there. So hopefully now, if we plug that into there, it's going to look a bit silly, but it means that we have a direct route into the city down this way, and then we also have a route off that we can then do the building the stuff here with. How many how many did we have here? Four there. And those are going to Changsha, Delhi, Ankara, and also one over this way to Dhaka, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. So we would want one on that side, three on that side. Let's make it. So if we did like a little connection through this way, might be time that we do this. Will this even work? It's no. That won't work. So we need this to be sort of that height. So connect that to there. Connect that up there. And then that does not connect to this, so we'll need to put in a connecting road. That connects in there. Good. So now we have our stop over here that we need these to go to. So 6th Street needs to come down here. And we'll fill up with bricks. Fill up on these. There we go. So this one's going to be a bit trickier because they need to drop off. So, right, that one's empty now. This one, we have the Nagoya and the goods to Medan routes through here. So if we just move them over here, that might be the best way to... Oh, where'd that go? It's already gone. Great. Okay. Darkers come down here. I see what's happened. So they're picking up and they're dropping off stone. Cool. In fact, everything's already moved over here. That's great. That's good stuff. So we kind of want to do maybe swap these over. So pop that into there. I'd prefer if it was a straight road outwards. So we did something like... Why is it going down and then up? Why does it go down and then up? We don't want that. It's a little bit frustrating that I can't do anything about that. Maybe... no. Yeah, unfortunately, I think that's just going to be how it is, unfortunately. I mean, if we literally just did sort of a straight line out, connecting there. Something like that. And this needs to go up. collision. So if we're doing something like this into there, bridge pillar collision. Now there's no bridge pillar collision, we just don't have the money. It's always, if it's not one thing, then it's the other, isn't it? Right, so 616,000. Should have enough in a minute, but doing this hopefully will mean that the main route through is not the route that all the other traffic takes. Hopefully. Okay. So then if we did get rid of these. And this road will come through here. Go this direction. If we get a little bit closer to that, it'll look quite nice actually. In fact, let's go in this direction, don't we? So if we did something like that, have this road come this way, and then we can link these in like so. So if we take out this change this one, so it goes off in this direction. That will probably be a better solution, because then that comes down, it's got quite a decent road to both Kawasaki and Delhi. And we just need to think about Ankara. Arakara. So what we can do is continue this road. So if we get rid of that, continue this road. So upgrade along here, and then this one. It's so hard to just get them to come out straight from there. Upgrade this road through? Oh, we cannot. Interesting. So if we did something like this road coming out, then goes into there. And then we've got a separate that goes out this way maybe. So it's a little bit spaghettified, but hopefully it should mean that there's good connection into Changsha there, and we've also got a through route to get stuff down to Kawasaki and Delhi. Can we upgrade these roads? Yes, we can. Upgrade these roads. Oh, that's that's actually a downgrade. Whoops, never mind. Pop that connection in, and then have this connected in as well. And this did connect up, so if we can, it'd be good to have that connection there. And what we'll need to do is remove these lights, so they're just giveaways. That light will have to stay. But yeah, that allows a decent connection to Ankara on this side and also through here. What do we do here? What do we do? So we've got a pretty chunky road coming through here. What we could do is connect in straight into this road. I'm pretty sure we're going to have to remove this one in time. So if we did something like just plonking that into there. Then we could even have some simple roads connecting up there. We can this way. Will we be able to upgrade? I doubt it. So we can't upgrade this route through just here. But what we can do is have we can have that go through to up there. And then this connect up here. I don't know why there's so many different so many roads in the same sort of area. To be honest, it doesn't really make too much sense. So if we did something like a coastal route through, that then connected up here. So if we did something like that route connected in there, how the line's looking. So we got a lot going on there, which makes sense. But hopefully up here things are a little less maybe not quite, but a little bit less crazy. So we got... Okay. So that comes through to drop off its stone. Maybe we just remove that and it can just drop off when it gets here. Because, to be honest with you, it's not its main purpose, so to speak. So it's going to drop off the stone here. And then it's going to drop off its bricks there and pick up more stone. Cool. That is quite a cool line how it sort of comes through. It's like a circular route, but anyway. I'm really hopeful that this route through here that almost bypasses Changsha should really help the area and the traffic through the area. Because Changsha is quite a busy area with the... Ah, yeah, now that does use both sides properly. That's good. That's really good. So it just picks up and drops off, doesn't it? Good. Cool. How's this line doing? I think... I don't want to speak too soon, but I think it may start to really pull through a lot of oil. These are doing well. Wow, that needs more of everything. So let's get some more trucks on that route. And that's just going up this way, isn't it? Through there, up to Medan. Yeah. So if we had, say, a harbour here, it could pick up oil and then bring it down to then drop it off, and that way it would be making money both directions. How are these roads doing? Just upgrade a section at a time. Unfortunately, that's going to be a very expensive section. Should have just made it that size to begin with, but never mind. Starting to think they couldn't pick up the bricks to take. Pick up the stone. Well, this is not ideal. Don't want stuff like things up here. Maybe put it on this is it quicker to go that way round? I guess maybe because this is a main road. If we upgrade that, it should be better to go that way around. Yeah. These routes will really take a lot of the strain of things. Just upgraded them. Hopefully that will be the upgrade for a while. But you never know, we may have to do something more. Did our factory just upgrade? I think it did. That's pretty cool. I can do a section at a time, just not the whole thing. 2 million for this section and that section. That's crazy. So it'll cost 4.3 million to upgrade that entire stretch. So let's try and get that done and dusted. We'll need a fair amount of money to do that. How's our boat line doing? Money wise? Oof. Pretty damn well. If only we could fill it. If we could fill it with oil to go back, that's where we'd do really well. It should be filled going back because we're dropping off enough crude oil for it to do that. I just really want them to spread out more. We could make them wait to pick up the oil. I don't know. It's working its way up. It might go up to level 2. Oh, we have enough to upgrade the bridge. Before it all goes, let's upgrade that bridge. There we go. Nice. Now that's pretty cool. And look at all this traffic that's going through this area. It's really crazy. It's quite surprising how much comes up this way still, even though we've got these other connections to this main road. quite a lot of traffic that comes up this way. While we're at it, can we upgrade? Yep. These sections. Good. Good, good, good. Still got a whole load of steel. Let's try and get as much ore as possible. What's this doing? Yeah, it needs more plastic. Damn that Medan. What's that Medan? Why is it? Okay. Interesting technique it's going for. So if we move the Medan line to number 1, then hopefully it should all go through like that. So we can't upgrade that road. Okay. That Medan line needs a lot more trucks. Let's bump it up to 5. And these Changsha and Kawasaki lines bump up to 2. It would almost be nice if the Kawasaki line didn't go straight through the city. If it used this road that we've put in, but I guess that's just the fastest route through, technically. So what if we upgraded these roads here? So it's got a nice route through. Nope, that has not sorted that out. Okay, what can we do? We could put markers in, waypoint markers, so that that Kawasaki line goes down this way. So after there, it goes through this marker, and on the way back, it goes through that marker. And now, that Kawasaki line should be able to avoid a lot of the residential area. The Changsha line, I mean, it's literally going into the city that it needs to go into, so not much we can do about that. Interesting that the Medan line doesn't go back off this way. And the food line goes back through here. So, yep, it must be, that's just the best route for those to take. It's quite a climb for these guys. I'm really happy with how progress going on. We might not have made billions of pounds, but dollars, sorry, but you know we're doing really well. we've upgraded the infrastructure through this area, and we've gotten our Hong Kong Bay bridge in, which means that there's a better route through for a lot of this stuff. Even if it does have to go through Medan and Hong Kong. It's not perfect, but it is what it is. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the progress we've got going on. And I think we're going to leave it there. So thank you for watching. You know, I wish that we could have gotten some trains in or something to mix it up a bit. I think boats are really going to be the main tool of our Twin Peak playthrough, because I mean we've got so much water and we've got all these other islands to utilize. So yeah, it's been going well, and thank you for watching. Until next time, have a good one. Bye.